Hey, in this tutorial we will see how to customize a particular cell. We will use our own cell color or use icons or radio button or checkbox. Even based on some conditions, we can override the cell value as age, adult or minor. So we will create a project using ng new customize cell and open it in Visual Studio Code. Next we will install agGrid and agGrid Angular and save it in package.json dev dependency using --save. And in Angular JSON, we will add this to style sheet, else the grid will not be displayed properly. For older version of Angular CLI, it will be angular-cli.json file. We will edit app.module.html and add agGrid Angular. Here we will define what is the height and width of the grid should be. We will pass our column devs to agGrid column dev. Set animation equals true for better user experience. And grid ready, we will call on grid ready function and pass the event. And in appComponent.ts, in constructor, we will initialize HTTP request to fetch data from backend server. HTTP client is imported from angular/common/http. We will define column devs and other variable like grid API, grid column API. And on ng on init, we will assign the column definitions value. It is basically an array of column definitions. So header name is the name that will be displayed. Field name should be same as that of the dataset key name. Let's add age and country column. And other columns like year and date. Sports columns and how many gold, silver, bronze and total medals won. On grid ready, we will assign params.api to this.grid API. And params.column API to this.grid column API. And using HTTP GET method, we will call a REST API to fetch data. So once the data is retrieved, we will pass it to params.api.setRowData. Let's see what's there in the dataset. So it's a huge chunk of JSON object. I'm using a JSON plugins called JSON handle which formats JSON object. Inside src app module.ts, let's import agGrid module. From agGrid Angular main. We will also add HTTP client module and add it in imports. Add agGrid module dot with component, which takes an array of custom components. This with component is used to specify the customized cell color or buttons or any radio buttons we use on particular cell. So the layout is broken. Okay, we need to restart the server. We'll add a theme called agtheme Balham. We will create a customized cell and add it in with component. And in component.html, we'll pass framework component to framework components and define the framework components in component.ts. And on each column definition, we will use cell renderer and assign a variable customized each cell. And in framework component definition, we'll assign this component to customized each cell. Now in customized cell component, we need to implement interface iCellRenderer Angular comp, which needs two methods, refresh and aginit. And assign the params value to cell value. and edit the HTML file and populate the cell value with customize cell color. We can see it is working fine. Let's manipulate this more and put some check like above 20. Or below 21. And we can see it's working superb. That's all for this tutorial. If you like this video, then hit the thumbs up icon. Subscribe to the channel CodeSpace and get notified by hitting the bell icon for upcoming tutorials and live sessions on cloud technology, Node.js and much more. For queries, comment below. Thanks for watching.